Good afternoon, Kathleen with Realtime Laboratory. I'm the patient navigator and registered nurse at Realtime. So if you call the patient navigator, more than likely you'll be speaking with me. And when I speak with patients, I'm hit with a number of different questions. One of them is why? Why does the mold keep coming back? Why does it come back bigger than it was before with more force? Well, simply, mold requires moisture, warmth, and a food source. And building material is a perfect food source for mold. So paper, wood, carpet, wallpaper, there's a lot of people even see on sheetrock, they'll see mold that comes through, say, at the base, behind a toilet, around the shower, but it's on the sheetrock. You may see it in the living room, or under a bathroom sink, under a kitchen sink, on ceiling tiles. And you think, okay, well, maybe I can paint this, it'll go away, maybe I can wash it off, it'll go away, until you address the issue, the moisture issue. That mold is going to come back every time, because as long as it's fed moisture, it's on a food source already. If you've got a mold spore there, it's on its food source and you're feeding it moisture, it's going to grow a lot like a weed does in a yard. If you've got a weed out in the yard, it's got its soil, it's got the sunlight, it's got the warmth, it rains periodically. As soon as it blooms, you're going to have more weeds. So bottom line is that if you have mold growth, you're going to increase your spore count exponentially in your home. So every time that mold comes back, it's going to come back with a vengeance, basically, unless you get to the source. You've got to identify the source, identify the moisture that's feeding that mold source. You've got to correct that, whether it's a leak in a roof, a leak in a pipe, poor ventilation in a bathroom, any of those things that allow moisture and warmth. When you've got that food source, you're going to have mold. Cleanup is not scrubbing with bleach or, like I said, covering it with a coat of paint. Identify the source, get to it, and have it remediated. Now, remediation, you think, okay, I can do this myself. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. Sometimes you identify it, and what you see on that wall is only a part of what's really there. Sometimes an environmental inspector may come into your home and say, ooh, this looks pretty bad. You're just looking at a small little spot on the wall. When he cuts into that wall, sometimes he opens up basically Pandora's box. Inside of that wall, the whole inside may be covered with mold because of a moisture leak, a drippy pipe, a leak from the roof that has gone down inside that wall, feeding that mold spore, and it's been allowed to bloom and just blossom and grow within that wall. And what you've seen on the outside of that wall is just a tip of the iceberg. The rest of it was under the water or basically behind the wall. So identifying the mold is key. If you would like to identify the mold first, you can always go to Realtime Lab's website and order one of our environmental mycotoxin test kits and test the mold yourself to find out what you're actually dealing with. If you would like to go directly to a professional, we also have a list of environmental inspectors that we recommend and have been certified for mycotoxin testing through Realtime Lab's certification program, and they are also listed on our website. If you have any trouble locating any of that information, you can contact Realtime Lab directly, but most of that information can be found under environmental inspectors on our website at realtimelab.com. Thank you and have a good day.